In Nebraska. Anybody else have here a pair of those? Huh?
I don't think
Anybody else have a pair of those?
I don't have.
Your name up?
You don't?
I don't. I need to get a pair.
Okay, what other questions you guys have?
You brought up Central City, just tickets go on sale tomorrow. Does it still feel real? You guys are
Wait,
playing-
Central Cities was sold out last week.
Or not Central City, the outdoor game.
Yeah, I know. I just heard we were getting a lot of calls today because people were having trouble getting the tickets because it was overwhelmed. So that's a good start because I think today was just alumni and season ticket holders, which means I think public goes on tomorrow, Nate? Yep. Public tomorrow. So I hope they got extra computer, get the computer labs here on campus, get those high-tech guys. Maybe we can clean that up a little bit, give these guys good service.
Does it feel like just every year these fans find some way to step it up and be even more involved and excited about your guys' program than before?
Well, I've never seen a reaction like the stadium match because I just think it's so unique and everybody. I mean, we have people asking for 500 tickets, for example, or 35 tickets. I mean, like season ticket holders, alumni. They want to bring everybody. So I think this is an event that everybody wants to say, "Hey, I was there." And President Carter said we're going to sell it out, and based on the momentum I can see, I think and people are mad when they're not getting their tickets. I think they had to limit the alumni today on how many tickets they could buy because they were going so fast. So it's really exciting, and again, we want to make it a volleyball day, a celebration, and I've thought Saturday was a celebration of Nebraska football, and one of the best things I've ever seen with Coach Solich and everything, and so it's great. We're trying to do some special things here, and our fans are the best, and they want to be a part of it.
What's on the agenda for this weekend? What's all going to go around the match?
Just the match.
Just match.
Yeah, and I think we're doing some Friday night. I'm not quite sure with some people out there. I don't know if it's dinner or what we got going, but there's something Friday night, and then it's just regular game day match for us.
Feel prepared to go play in front of the fans at this point?
Oh, these guys they're pumped. They're going to be pumped. We'll have to do some breathing before we go out on the court. When we played Creighton, we had 2 freshmen that couldn't breathe before the match. So these guys get really fired up. So they got to learn how to control that a little bit. But it's fun to see that because they're so fired up to play, and you guys see how competitive our practices are. I would pay to watch these practices. These practices are awesome.
What were your takeaways from the Creighton match, Creighton scrimmage?
We did some really high-level things. We played 2 whole completely lineups, and both lineups did really well. I think for a spring match for both teams, it was really high level. Usually those things can be pretty ugly, and you got a outside hitter playing middle, and just sometimes those can get ugly. And I just thought it was really high level.
For you, an outside was playing middle, or?
No. I'm just saying in the spring sometimes you don't have a full roster.
Okay.
Creighton had a pretty good roster. We had 2 full teams, and so I just think it was a very high level match for a spring match.
How'd that come together?
Now everybody's going to be mad when you say that because we didn't have a lot of people come in and watch. But part of it was we're having the Central City thing, and this Creighton thing just kind of came up late. It was their last spring match, and they just said, "Hey, you guys want to scrimmage?" And we said, "Sure." Normally our spring isn't as long as this spring because of the school calendar. So we actually have an extra week, which is good because we were able to move Central City away from football. Normally that was the 22nd's our day, but football usually goes earlier, and they went later. So this is all worked out really good, even though we don't have finals till May 19th finished. So that's not great. But
Which 6-2 have you done this spring?
we haven't done 6-2 this spring. So
How will you do the setter for Saturday? Do you want one person to take it?
they're competing this week, so we'll see. So last 2 days, we go tomorrow, and then we'll decide starting lineup.
Are you going to treat it like a regular match? Or are you going to have those 2 units like you did for the scrimmage, or what's your approach?
We're playing a regular match, so I haven't got that far yet, but we'll have a group, and then I'll try to get everybody to play, but it just depends how the match goes and how it's going. And when you're scrimmaging, when we scrimmage Creighton, we have, we're playing 5 games, so we had a good plan, this group, and then, you know, the hard thing is trying to stay warm, so we gotta be careful of that. And I don't know how much time we have between games 3 and 5, but, or between 2 and 3, and here we could just take as much time as we want to get everybody warmed up. So we gotta be careful of that. So I don't know, just play it by ear and see how it goes.
Can you just speak on your maybe excitement to play a match, even if it's a spring one in Central City? You clearly have a few stories about it.
I'm just excited to go out there, see my Cowboy friends, and I get to be on NET when they're televising it, and Lauren and John Baylor are going to do radio. So I mean, it's going to feel like a big time event. So I just, again, these have been really special matches when we get to go to these towns, and the way they appreciate it and the way they treat us that's to me is the highlight for this. It's just, it means a lot, and it's spring, you know, so that's what's really cool.
Up to this point, John, have you guys accomplished what you had hoped to?
I really didn't have any expectations, but we've installed a lot. We're trying a lot of new things that we're capable of doing, which has gone really well. This group has had a great learning mindset, and so they've worked really hard to try to get better, and so it's been, you know, these guys have done a heck of a job, and it's like this every day. Sometimes in the spring you can get like, oh, we gotta, you know, count the hours till you get out of here, and these guys have done a great job. But there's a lot of competition going on, which helps.
What are you maybe looking for on Saturday that would make you walk away feeling good about how this spring went?
I just want to see us compete, have fun, and see these guys get after it.
Has Lindsay mostly been an outside this spring?
Yeah, Lindsay's an outside.
What
I
have you seen
told
from
you I
her?
made the commitment to her. Promise. She's on the left.
What have you seen from her this spring? How's she been?
She can do some really nice things, you know. But they all can. They're all. It's been every day. One of them stands out, and it's not like one stood out the whole spring. And it's great competition.
Is it common for the team to ask for a moment to regroup during the middle of practice?
Yeah. We have some great leadership, which we haven't unveiled yet, but you just saw it right there.
And how important?
You saw they were down 12-4 and came back and won that drill. So that's great leadership. And but we're not naming captains yet. So, but I can see this blossoming.
How important is that this spring with no seniors, losing some Kenzie and Maddie last year?
It's huge. And we've been doing every week we do a leadership workshop, we'll call it. And whoever wants to go can go. It's not mandatory. And I think everybody showed up. So obviously they're interested in learning how to be leaders and growing in that area.
What have you seen?
Yeah.
What have you seen from Bergen this spring, and how is she connecting with her other hitters and team?
Bergen came in here ready to compete. So I told her 2 years ago when we recruited her, come in and compete. You know, the volleyball doesn't know how old you are. The game doesn't know how old you are. So come in and compete, and you know, she's got a lot of talent.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Good.
Thanks.
I got.